House of the Dragon Season 3 Episode 4 may not have featured the biggest battle of the season, but it quietly changed the future of Dance of the Dragons. A powerful new player finally stepped into the spotlight. Daeron is forced to make a heartbreaking choice. Daemon hides a dangerous secret, and Rhaenyra grip on power become weaker than ever. In today's video, we will quickly recap the episode, explain the ending, uncover the biggest hidden details, and talk about what could happen next in episode 5. So let's get started. This episode focused more on strength than action. The biggest introduction is Lord Ormund Hightower. Instead of rushing into battle, he shows that patience and planning can be just as deadly as dragons. His army strength is positioned while waiting for the right moment to strike, proving that this war will be won by intelligence and much as by fire. At the same time, Prince Daeron finds himself under enormous pressure. He wants to be honorable, but the brutal realities of war began to change him. One difficult decision reminds us that every Targaryen must eventually choose between mercy and duty. Meanwhile, Queen Rhaenyra continues struggling to maintain order. Even though she now sits on the throne, ruling is proving much harder than winning it. Tension is growing inside King's Landing, and not everyone is willing to accept her authority. Daemon's journey takes another unexpected turn. While searching for answers, he discovered something that could change the balance of power. Instead of revealing everything immediately, he chooses to keep the truth hidden, creating another dangerous secret inside Team Black. He also spent time with Aegon and Larys. Although their story moved more slowly, their scenes remind us that the war is affected every character in different ways. Aegon continues to cling to hope that despite everything he has lost. Overall, episode 4 is about preparation. Every major character moves one step closer to the next phase of the war. The real star of the episode is not a dragon, it's Lord Ormund Hightower. Unlike many leaders in Westeros, Ormund does not rely on only strength. He studies people, controls situations, and knows exactly how to use fear without always drawing his sword. He presents himself as calm and reasonable, but behind the calm personality is something willing to make ruthless decisions whether it benefits his cause. That combination makes him one of the most unpredictable characters introduced this season. Episode 4 also gave us a better understanding of Daeron. Until now, many viewers imagine him as another confident Targaryen prince. Instead, we see someone who is still learning what leadership truly means. Every difficult choice pushes him further away from innocence. His journey is becoming one of the most emotional storylines of the season because we can already see the conflict between the man he wants to be on and the ruler others expect him to become. Rhaenyra may have power, but she does not have complete control. That is the biggest message of the episode. Winning battle is one challenge. Winning the trust of the people is another. As pressure continues to grow inside King's Landing, every decision becomes more difficult. Even small problems could eventually become major threats if she cannot unite those around her. Daemon's storyline is especially interesting because it shows that even allies does not always tell each other the truth. By keeping important information hidden, he believes he is protecting his family. But in the House of the Dragon, secret almost always create even bigger problem later. His decision could have serious consequences once the truth finally came out. The ending is not about a shocking death or an enormous battle. Instead, it changed the emotional direction of the story. Lord Ormund becomes a major force in the war. Daeron begins losing the innocence that once defined him. Rhaenyra faces growing political pressure. Daemon creates another secret that could divide Team Black. And Aegon's story leaves viewer wondering whether hope still remains for him. Every storyline is now moving toward a much larger conflict. Episode 4 is less about action and more about positioning every major character for what comes next. One interesting detail is that this episode constantly contrast different style of leadership. Some rulers depend on dragons, others depends on fear, others try to lead through loyalty. This shows that the dance of the dragon is not simply a war between two families. It's also a battle between different ideas of what makes someone worthy to rule. Another detail is how almost every major character keeps something hidden from someone else. Trust is slowly disappearing on both sides, making further battle feel almost inventable. Looking ahead, episode 5 could finally bring much bigger military action. Lord Ormund's plans are likely to move into their next stage, putting even more pressure on Team Black. Rhaenyra may discover that keeping her supporters united is becoming just as difficult as fighting her enemy. Daemon's hidden secret could begin creating tension inside his own family. Daeron will probably face another difficult decision that shape his future even more. And with every side preparing for war, dragons may soon return to the center of the conflict. If episode 4 was the calm before the storm, episode 5 could be where that storm finally arrives. So what do you think about House of the Dragon Season 3 Episode 4? Do you think Lord Ormond is now the most dangerous player in the entire war? Can Rhaenyra hold her kingdom together? And what are your predictions for episode 5? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Screentime with Azhar, and I will see you in the next video.